Hello, my friends. I hope you are doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk about why you should write a personal mission statement, how to write a personal mission statement, and I'm going to show you an example. I am going to show you my personal mission statement. This video was requested by you in the comments. If we haven't met yet, hi, my name is Tonya. I make videos on how to actually use your planner. Some of my recent videos include a flip through of my planner, how to plan daily, and how to plan weekly. I will put those videos in a playlist for you to click on at the end of this video. Please be sure to hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already. My analytics tells me that half of you watching are not subscribed. Subscribing is a great free way to show support because I really do spend a lot of time curating the content that you want to see. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you and welcome back. This is video 4 in a series of videos that I am doing as part of the Franklin Planner Love Your Planner event. Right now, for a limited time, you can save 20% off all forms and tabs, like the forms I'm going to show in this video. This is the starter pack. You can save 20% off of all forms and tabs with the discount promo code LYP Forms. LYP stands for Love Your Planner, LYP Forms, and Forms has an S on it. If you happen to catch this video after the promotion is over, you can still save using my normal discount promo code Tonya Plans. So what is a personal mission statement and why should you write one? I have here the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. This is a very famous self-improvement book. And this is what Stephen Covey says about a personal mission statement. The most effective way I know to begin with the end in mind is to develop a personal mission statement or philosophy or creed. It focuses on what you want to be, which is your character, and to do, which are your contributions and achievements, and on the values or principles upon which being and doing are based. So a simple way to put all that is this: a personal mission statement is your unique purpose. It's why you live, why you do the things that you do. That's why this stuff is so important. All of our lives are limited here on earth. We have a limited amount of time to make an impact. So creating a personal mission statement will help guide our day-to-day decisions. So that's why we want to create a personal mission statement. It can help make the best of the life that you are given. Even if you're watching this video and you're retired or you're near retirement, I think creating a personal mission statement will be helpful because it can give you some light structure to your life. Do you know that people that live retirement with purpose tends to live longer after retirement? So this is important stuff here to consider. Another reason I think creating a personal mission statement is helpful is because nowadays in the news, I see a lot of talk about mental health. I believe creating a personal mission statement can help a person deal with anxiety, stress, and depression. Because when your thoughts start to go down a negative path, you can refer back to your mission statement and say, hey, why am I thinking about that? That's not even aligned with my purpose in life. So it can help serve as a guide to keep you focused on what's most important to you. In this part of the video, we're going to talk about how to write a personal mission statement. And to help me with that, I am going to use the Bloom's Starter Pack. You don't need these forms to write a personal mission statement. I do recommend that you buy a starter pack whenever you buy a new Franklin Covey ring-bound planner. I think this starter pack is an essential part of the Franklin Planner system. Now, if you're not a fan of the blush that you see here, they also have a more neutral starter pack, which I did a video on, and I will put that in the playlist at the end of this video. Now, I feel that the starter pack is an excellent value for everything that you get for under $9, and you can save even more with the promo code. You get a ton of stuff in the starter pack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the starter pack forms in my Sierra binder here. It's a beautiful simulated leather binder. I'm going to put these forms in this binder to make it easier to flip through and show you the forms real quick. So let me quickly show you what you get in the starter pack. You get a plastic pouch finder. You get pre-printed sticker labels that you can place over your tabs. You get these pages that explains the Franklin Planner system. Now I'm going to show you some of the forms that we will be filling out to create our personal mission statement. So we're going to build up to creating our personal mission statement by completing some of the activities in the starter pack. Now this form is activity 1. It's called values. Activity 2, roles. Activity 3, starting point questions. Activity 5, tribute statements. Activity 6, evaluation questions. Activity 7, personal mission statement. Here are some examples of personal mission statements. And here are some blank pages that you can actually use to write your personal mission statement. You have a page where you can write your draft and a page where you can write your final draft. Here's a page for notes. And then you get goal planning pages. You get 5 goal planning pages in this starter pack. Then you get pages for your finances. This is called the monthly expense tracker, the monthly budget worksheet, the yearly income and expense tracker, the automobile information and servicing sheet, annual summary of business expenses, the personal information sheet, family and friends information, more medical record information, as well as a place where you can log your basic physical statistics, a special days sheet, website tracker pages, weights and measurements, world map and time zones, name and address forms. And then you get enough weekly compass cards for a whole year. Next, you get a tabbed index for planning calendars, and it's this beautiful blush pink here. And let me show you how the tabs look. The tabs are laminated, and it says planning calendars, planner guide, values, mission, goals, finances, key information. Then you have numbered tabs 1 through 5, and then a tab for address and phone. And I'm going to quickly flip through these. And that concludes the starter pack. Now, I realized that I flipped through these pages pretty quickly. That is because this video is about how to write a personal mission statement. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time going over each line on each of these forms, but I have done that in another video, which I will place at the end of this video. Your first step to writing your personal mission statement is to write your clarifying values. So what does that mean? Your governing values are your highest priorities. Let me give you some examples of values: beauty, career, compassion, courage, education, fitness, gratitude, humor, love, loyalty, respect, teamwork, patience. So those are some examples of values there. Now here's an example of a value that I have for myself. So the value that I have written here is family. Now clarifying statements are positive statements. When you close your eyes and see yourself successfully performing your highest priorities, how does that look? So these statements, they recommend you begin them with I am, I do, I will. Positive statements, picturing yourself doing it as if you are doing well in that area. So this is what I have for family. I spend quality time with my family. I ensure the well-being of my family. I am a great listener. Now, my values, of course, may not be your values. These depend on your background, your experiences. These values will speak to you as it is the core of who you are. The reason why one of the first values I wrote down is family is because of my background and my experiences. Unfortunately, I lost my dad last year. That makes me feel very passionate about spending time with my family. I've also experienced illness with my husband. My husband has some health-related illnesses, and having gone through those experiences and those things helps me develop my values and helps me realize what's important to me, as you will do the same thing as you're developing your values. Now, that next activity to write your personal mission statement is to write about your roles. Roles are your key relationships and responsibilities. So some examples of roles are wife, mother, if you're a dentist, a PTA member, a companion, caregiver, volunteer, employee. So let me give you a real example of a role as I have it written on the roles activity insert. My role is wife. Key people related to this role is my husband. Clarifying statements. So my clarifying statements as a wife, my affirmations are, I am loyal. That means I will not cheat and I will have his back even if he's not around. I am supportive and encouraging. I speak positivity in his his life. I am a good listener. The third step in creating your personal mission statement is to think about these starting point questions. There are 2 questions that you are to answer to help you think about your life's purpose. And the first question is, what is the one thing you can accomplish in your professional life that will have the most positive impact? And the second question is similar, but except it's for your personal life. So it says, what is the one thing you could accomplish in your personal life that will have the most positive impact? Now, on this question, I need to explain, as you can see here, I'm kind of covering up my answer. Now, guys, the reason why it took me so long to do this video on how to write your personal mission statement, because these are very private thoughts. These are very personal things to me. Anyone that does a video on how to write a personal mission statement, if they're being honest with you, you cannot have an effective personal mission statement without digging in deep and getting personal about the things that are going on in your life. Now, with that said, I decided to answer the question about my personal life to show here on air. Now, I'm asking you not to judge me. I am giving you a real life answer to this question because I feel that by being real and by being transparent, hopefully I can help inspire you to deal with some things that may be difficult in your life. And here is my answer. The one thing that I could accomplish in my personal life that would have the most positive impact would be to improve my relationship with my son. And I have here as a way to do that is to set up EAP, that stands for Employee Assistance Program, to set up EAP therapy appointments. And let me just quickly explain and then we're going to move on. My son is 26 years old, and to make a long story short, he is doing things that I don't agree with. Not one thing that I don't agree with, but continually is doing something that I don't agree with. And that puts a strain on our relationship. Whereas I check on him, I talk to him at least once a week, but I had to step back a little bit. And what I don't want is to one day regret that I'm not closer to my son. Sometimes you can try to get closer to people and they don't want to be that close to you. I get that. But I do feel that there are areas of opportunity where I can improve my relationship with my 26-year-old son. He doesn't live in our household anymore. He's a grown man doing his own thing. But he even mentioned to me the other day that he would be willing to have therapy appointments. So that's what I wrote here as the thing that I could accomplish in my personal life. Step 4 in creating your personal mission statement is to think about what you want to do, think about what you want to be, and think about what you want to have. So there are 3 spaces here where you can write that. So when you're thinking about the type of person that you want to be, some examples of that are maybe you want to be a person who's compassionate. Maybe you want to be a person who's hardworking or humorous or responsible. Those are all examples of things that you want to be. I put here that the thing I want to be is inspiring. When I encounter other people, I want them to walk away better than how they came. I want them to be inspired by me. I want to encourage people to keep going. So this next section is think about all the things you want to do. Perhaps you want to travel to every continent or get a second degree or run for public office or work at a homeless shelter. Those are all examples of things that someone may want to do. For me, I want to be an entrepreneur with multiple business lines. And as far as what I want to have during my lifetime, some examples of what people may want to have in their lifetime is a new home, a boat, a vacation property, a retirement account, etc. And this one, there wasn't really anything that I could say that I really want material-wise. The only thing I could think of is that I want to have at least $1 million in my retirement account by the time I retire. And I really need to work on that because I am nowhere near that number right now. The 5th step in writing your personal mission statement is to do this activity called tribute statements. And with this activity, imagine that it's your 80th birthday and people are gathering to celebrate you. Think about what do you want different people to say about you. Now, I must admit, when I first read this activity, I was like, well, gosh, I'm not sure I care very much what people think about me. But that's not the point of this activity. When I went back and reread it, this activity will help you think about the type of person you want to become. Over here, you write the name of the person that will say something about you at your 80th birthday. And over here, you write what they will say about you. So here I wrote my husband. So hopefully at my 80th birthday, I want my husband to say, I'm glad I chose Tonya as my wife, because really he could have chose someone else. And I'm just grateful he chose me. And I wrote here, she is the wife that God intended for me. And the sixth step and the last step before you write your personal mission statement is to think about your answers to these questions. I'm going to read you the questions and then I'm going to give you an example of one of my answers. The questions you should ask yourself is, number one, what have been some of my greatest moments of happiness and fulfillment? Number two, what activities do I most enjoy and find the most fulfilling in my professional life? Number three, what are the activities of most worth in my personal life? Number four, what talents and capacities do I have or want to have? Number five, how can I best contribute to the world? So now to give you an example of how I answered one of these questions, for the question, how can I best contribute to the world? My answer was, I can best contribute to the world by being an inspiration to others. Now see how I keep saying the word inspire? There's a theme that's starting to evolve with my life, and that's what the whole activity is about. It's about uncovering what you're about so that you can write your personal mission statement. I know that when I write my personal mission statement, me inspiring people need to be part of my personal mission statement. The next activity gives you examples of other people's personal mission statements, because sometimes it's helpful to see examples so that you can write your own personal mission statement. So the last step and the final step of creating your personal mission statement is to go ahead and write a draft. Don't be like me and get paralysis by analysis. I tend to overthink things a lot. Just go ahead and get it on paper. It's just a draft and it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can always leave it and come back to it if you choose to. So what I did, just to make this simple, is I just simply took the answers that I had written in the other activities and combined them into my personal mission statement. So what I did was, because I type faster than I write, I didn't use these pages to write down my personal mission statement. I typed it up on a computer, printed it off, and punched holes in it. So as promised, here is an example. This is my personal mission statement. My personal mission statement is to inspire others via personal interaction and with technology. To listen to others and to seek understanding. Be slow to criticize and be helpful whenever possible. To support my family's well-being. To set aside time for leisure, relaxation, and laughter with others. To be a supportive and loyal wife. To be an entrepreneur with multiple streams of income that will be used to increase retirement account. Seek to improve relationship with others. Now that is, I consider, just a draft of my personal mission statement. Now my analytics tells me that a lot of you watching may be nearing retirement or in the retirement age. So you may not be trying to set the world on fire, and that's okay because you've already done that. You've worked hard and now it's time to just slow down a little bit and enjoy life. If that is you, some things to include in your personal mission statement may be health related things. We can all take better care of our health, perhaps through eating well and moving more. Another thing that could be included in your personal mission statements are relationships. Perhaps there are relationships that you need to improve on. Or perhaps you want to write in your personal mission statement how you want to conduct your spiritual life. Please let me know in the comments if you've ever taken the time to create a personal mission statement. If I had to guess, most people haven't. Let me know in the comments why you haven't, or if you have, I would love to know if you feel that it's helped you. Please don't forget to like this video. As promised, here is a playlist of the videos that I mentioned in this video. So please be sure to click on the playlist in the upper left-hand corner of this screen. This is Tonya, helping you feel more organized so this can be your best year yet. Take care.